welcome to the show Allowed to Talk. And I just got a strike or a warning in my video that I made about why I am afraid to vote for Donald John Trump for Vice President of the United States of America, and that it is the United States. And sometimes they don't say America, but it is the United States of America. I'm afraid to vote for Trump. Oh, my strike or warning was because I mentioned something medically wrong again. That what the CDC says is the Holy Grail, I guess. So I'm afraid to vote for Trump because I'm afraid what are they going to do next? Because of, what is it called now? The inclusion thing. I can't even remember it. I said it in the video, but now the video has been removed. So because of the is it AEI? Inclusion, something inclusion. That the leader of the whatever troop, Secret Service, that was at the rally in Pennsylvania when they tried to assassinate Trump, that there's weird things going on with the could it be because they're that incompetent, or was something planned? That's the question. And what are they going to do? Because I don't think they stop at anything. Will they release something again, or where an accident happened? They said that when COVID-19 happened, that it was from a marketplace in Wuhan, China. And then they said it probably was released from Wuhan, in the place where they were experimenting. But why are they doing such things? There's enough viruses that are natural in this world. Why are they taking things and trying to, I don't know what they're using them for. But I'm afraid if Trump wins that another, something like that will just happen to happen. It's scary, too, to think about it. I won't vote for Kamala either. Like, I can't even laugh like her, like I was saying, like, so, like, her laugh is obnoxious, and she said she's going to not tax tips for people that are waiters or waitresses, and my husband just came outside with the dog. With Abby, the German Shepherd. There she is. So she won't tax tips. And she's going to do something for the people, for this the struggling that we're having now with inflation and the border. Well, she's already second in command, so why isn't she doing anything now? And why has President Biden disappeared? They say he was in Las Vegas and he was ill out there, and they have like a audio from the ambulance that picked him up, and then he flew back to, I guess, Dover, Delaware, and I guess he's at Rehoboth now, and he hasn't been really being the president of the United States of America, and they were for over a year and a half acting like there's not a thing wrong with him, and yes, there is something wrong. He's ill, and what's the thing, AEI, what's that, those initials? Something and inclusion. E? AEI. D. Diversity. See how I laugh? I can't laugh like her. They're like, Kamala. I can't do it. I try. So, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So everyone has to be exactly alike. We're not. We have different gifts. You should go by, like, I'm flying next week. We're going to Rehoboth on vacation to Delaware. And I'm like, if they hired the pilot of the airplane and the co-pilot by DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and not the most qualified, I'm terrified of that too. And I'm afraid to vote for Trump because what's going to happen next? The rally that they were at, yes, a man died. A firefighter died protecting his family, and two other men were wounded really critically. And of course, the shooter, he died. But how did all that happen? That just blows my mind, and it's scary to know that that could happen again because of their in, in, incompetence or what? Just like videos I saw of so-called insurrection where the people that were protesting peacefully came up to the Capitol, our building, the People's Building, the Capitol building in the United States of America, and there was other people there that they showed their faces that they were agents that worked for the federal government. They were egging them on to go in, and then opening up doors and letting them in the back doors of the Capitol building. And the ones who went up on the steps, some of those were people that they say were busted on videos. They showed it. Yeah, they had flagpoles, but no one had weapons of any kind, no guns or anything. The only one who had a gun was the Capital City Police, who shot Ashley in the neck. The girl that's a veteran from California, she got shot in the neck and killed. She died at that peaceful protest that turned into them letting people in like a setup. And then someone didn't, the Speaker of the House did not call in the backup or get arrangements for any National Guard. And yes, I was in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard 13 years with 2 breaks in service. I know about being a weekend warrior, and I took the GI Bill to go to 1 year of college, and I have 18 credits, but I took a break in service then and then went back in twice, and I had 13 years total, but I was trying to get my whole degree, but I didn't do it. I didn't make it. I was a staff sergeant. I had an E6. But if I would have taken my ETS or separated early, if I had 20 years and going for the, the bachelor's or even the master's degree, or even go for a doctorate, that could take a lot of years too. But I didn't. I just got 1 year of college from the GI Bill and from the help with that. And it's not about his service. The guy from I think Minnesota, the governor that's going to be vice president with Kamala. I can't laugh like her. No. Not even like that. It's so obnoxious anyway, but anyway, some people love her laugh, but I can't do it. So, yeah. It's not about his service, this 24 years of being a weekend warrior like I was. There's nothing wrong with saying weekend warrior. It was that he took the command sergeant major rank. He tried to get into Congress. He didn't make it at first. And he told his fellow soldiers, the ones he commanded that were under him, that he was going with them if they were deployed. He knew then they were being deployed. He went above the people that was over him, the 2, and went above, and then he retired and separated early, and he couldn't retire with the command sergeant major. So whatever's under that is what he retired as. But yet he has an emblem that has on it the command sergeant major, and he told people he used weapons in battle or war situation. So that's bizarre. And his wife, when the city that they were riding at, and that's what they did. They rioted, they burned stuff down, and his wife, this guy's wife, left her windows open of her house and was smelling the burning, and she said she left the windows open as long as she could. That is sick, if you ask me anyway. And yeah, it's not his service, it's that either he lied or the people in his unit are lying. I believe the 2 soldiers that said about him leaving early and not telling the people or even telling the soldiers over him, but he went way above and just didn't come back. And that's what it's about. Not that he didn't go to a war zone, not that he didn't serve faithfully, but that he left and didn't tell them when he said, I'm staying. That's called a lie to the soldiers under you. And my unit back in the 1990s, like early 1990s, was supposed to, well, 28th Infantry, some of them went to Kuwait, and they were talking about us going, but I didn't go and run and hide. We didn't go then. I didn't go and try to get out. I only had breaks in service to raise my daughters. So, yeah, I don't know about that guy either. So then I'm trying not to go online and look at some of the videos that are out there and some of the stuff that's on different internet things, because there's like bots and trolls, like made up, uh, like they just make a thing to harass people, to go on and say how you're the hateful one because I disagree, and I have my own opinion that you're so hateful. You're supposed to be such a good Christian woman, and you're so hateful, when I just disagree with the things they're saying. Then there's people up in the city that was burning, and some of the people around that area that totally that voted for Omar, that do not agree with things that are going on in this world, that they would, because you're the infidel, you would be, according to their way, they want you gone because you're the infidel. Now, that seems a little bizarre to me, but yet they're the ones they're protecting. Just like with Kamala saying about the immigration. I'm all for immigration, legal immigration, but not the criminals that are coming over, and the illegal immigrants coming over. And let's help our veterans. Let's help us that our Social Security is going to run out for people, and that we're in debt, trillions of dollars in debt, this country. But I am afraid to vote for Donald John Trump, because of what's going to happen next. Is there going to be another plague or virus? Because I, in my heart and soul, believe they will stop at nothing. And because of diversity, inclusion, and equity, I'm going to fly, like I said, but it's scary to fly just from Atlanta, Georgia, up to wherever we're flying in to go to Rehoboth. Because what if they hired that pilot and co-pilot by that and not the most qualified? Or you're having surgery and they hired by that and not by the most qualified? Just like with the Secret Service and the people on the rooftops. Thank goodness that guy had a good shot that shot the guy who tried to assassinate Trump. And that man did die, like I said earlier. Um, Someone died. But with the so-called insurrection on January 6th of 2020, the only one died was someone that was there, was egged on in by groups that were there, and they had video of people that actually worked for the federal government, CIA and FBI agents egging people on, and people that were in groups or somehow ended up in a group of people that they didn't know who they were, and they weren't familiar with the people that were with them when they were down protesting peacefully, that were saying, let's go, let's do this, and things that were being done. So it just seems odd. And then the Speaker of the House, didn't set up any extra security or nothing. I see set up. That's my opinion, which I'm entitled to. I'm allowed to talk. Whatever medical thing I got a strike for and my video was taken down, that's another thing, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. So, I am afraid to vote for Trump, because what are they going to do next? It seems like totalitarianism, that you're not allowed to speak. They can put posts, and it can be taken that is just supposed to be a joke, and then it's taken as gospel that J.D. Vance was doing, and it turns into this big joke then that they say is the truth, and that's allowed. Videos like that. Even Tim Walz said a joke about if J.D. Vance can get off his couch, and that wasn't taken down or told that that's not the truth. But it's just not right, and I am afraid to vote for Trump because of totalitarianism, and they just want power, money, to be in charge. Because money is not the root. Money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and corruption breeds corruption. And they're doing a good thing, a good job at breeding corruption, for real. And I'm scared. I'm afraid to vote for Trump because of what are they going to do if he gets it. Yeah, there's going to be riots, probably, in my own opinion. Either way, maybe because they're going to, I wanted Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment. I don't quite understand all the 5 steps in that or whatever things, the numbers they have in the 25th Amendment. But I think they're going to do that to Trump. They're going to try to say he's not fit. Because the 34 counts, they said, felonies, were past the statute of limitation, and it's lawfare, and corrupt judges, corrupt lawyers, whatever, the people that are being paid, people that are politicians just for the money and the lobbying and making more money, getting paid for whatever they're doing, and then the rigging and all the other things that I believe happened. But I'm afraid to vote for Trump because of what is going to happen next. What will they do next? Like legions. Legions. If you're a Christian, you know what I'm saying, because Jesus cast the legions of demons out of that guy into the swine and they drowned. But there's still legions and psychopaths in this world, and they're saying Trump is the biggest narcissist. We all have traits. We have egos, and he has a big ego, but he is not a psychopath who's doing it just to look like he's special and he wants to be on top of things and make big dollars, because $400,000 is not a lot of money. He's already a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever he is. He's doing it because he knows from the 4 years he already put in as president. He sees, I don't call it a swamp, I call it a cesspool. He sees the cesspool of people taking the tax dollars, the money, and abusing it. Like they're the ones that own the money. They're the king. They're the totalitarianism, or Marxism, or Saul Alinsky way. The Saul Alinsky way. Just get in any way you can. Lie, cheat, steal, rig. Make equity, everybody the same. It's not your skin color. It's the condition of your heart. It's that you're not living by the fruits of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. I am terrified. I am scared. I am afraid to vote for Trump. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, that you just keep singing, dancing, making music, and having fun as much as possible. Like I said, I'm trying not to get on here. We're moving to Kansas soon, around September 6th, and I'm trying to focus on that and not look at the videos and the bots and trolls that say things that are crude and rude and call you names and say that you are the weirdo and you are the hateful because you don't agree with them. When there's people in other states like Minnesota who are radicals, who will do terrible things because you're the infidel. They don't put up with things that this country allows. Like, they would probably not like someone who is a lesbian or a homosexual or whatever you want to call them, transvestites, non-gender, gender, what's the other one? Drag queens, I guess, and all that. They don't like that. You do you and I'll do me. I don't care if you do it, but I don't have to agree and say it's fine. So, yes, I'm afraid to vote for Trump. We're moving to Kansas soon, and I'm trying to focus on that. And hopefully this video won't be taken down because I'm a conservative. That's what I believe it is more than anything. So take care, keep singing, dancing, making music, and having fun.